And this whole Goya thing is this. If you didn't follow this Goya thing, I got to tell you, this was one of the greatest stories to come out of the last few weeks, because it shows it's the beginning of the end of cancel culture, in my opinion. I went out and bought a whole ton of Goya Foods. I bought like rice and beans and cooking wine and mojo picante and 2 cases of Malta Goya. The number one reason I went out and bought all this Goya stuff is because the Democrats told me not to. And I found in my life that the key to happiness is to do whatever the Democrats say you shouldn't. So if the Democrats say don't buy Goya, I think, you know what, I'm going to buy some Goya and I'm going to be a lot happier. And about a third of the way into this Malta Goya, I'm going to tell you, I feel really happy. I'm probably going to crash from a sugar rush in about 20 minutes, but right now I feel great. This guy from Goya, his name is Inanue, and he's the current CEO of Goya Foods. His grandfather founded the company, came over from Spain, founded the company. He was at the White House to talk about how the Spanish and the Latino community was giving back and how Goya Foods was actually donating millions of pounds of food and masks to families and food banks and Catholic charities. And he praised the president in his speech.
Our company was founded in 1936 by my grandfather, who left Spain at only 18 years old. We're all truly blessed at the same time to have a leader like President Trump, who is a builder. And that's what my grandfather did. He came to this country to build, to grow, to prosper.
So here is the CEO of a company that caters to a majority of Latinos in the United States of America, and he's at the White House and he says, we are truly blessed to have a leader like Donald Trump. That was it. The left was off and running. The Democrats couldn't believe it. AOC was all like, ay caramba, what is going on with Goya Foods? Don't buy anymore. Chrissy Teigen, wife of John Legend, got on Instagram and was like, what? Goya Foods? Oh, well, I'm going to boycott them. And all of a sudden, a Latino-owned company that was created by a Spanish immigrant that came to the United States to build one of the most profitable food companies in the entire world, which feeds and houses and gives jobs to God knows how many people, immigrant, minority, white person, Americans, internationally. This is a huge boon. He's a builder. His grandfather built this amazing company. And the current CEO sees that this is something that is great for our country and that Donald Trump is the kind of president that helps other people build these things. And all of a sudden, the left hates him. They have no reason to hate this guy except for the fact that he likes Donald Trump. And so they brought him on to Fox News and they said, hey, what do you think about this boycott?
Just a reflection, I believe, of the division that exists today in our country.
Yeah, it's a reflect, because you know why? Because while the left was boycotting, the right instituted a boycott. And all this weekend on Twitter, you saw the left boycotting Goya and canceling Goya and saying, I will never buy Goya again. And then you had Republicans and conservatives and fellow immigrants and people who realize that this cancel culture is damaging to the United States. You had all those people going out and maybe they bought Goya before, maybe they never bought Goya in their life, but they were buying Goya all weekend long. Buying Goya, cases of rice and beans and Malta, and sending it off to food banks. And Goya has had a banner weekend and said one of the biggest sales weekends they've ever had. And Chrissy Teigen and AOC and every other idiotic leftist who wanted to cancel this entire company, this minority-owned and operated company, because he admires the president of the United States and tells others you should be lucky to have a leader like this. Because of that, they're willing to destroy something great.
We've lived by the philosophy of there are those who are born to love and to build, and others to hate and destroy. And unfortunately, this great divide is killing our nation.
That is everything the Democrats do. They just destroy. They wake up and they look for things to destroy. Destroy companies, destroy statues, destroy police departments, destroy cities. They're just big wrecking balls of destruction. They build nothing. They tear down everything. And if you're even considering voting for a Democrat in the presidential race, in the congressional race, in the Senate race, in your local mayoral race, whatever, school board, county official, sheriff, if you even think about voting for a Democrat, you're voting for a destroyer. And just know that when they're done wrecking every single statue, building, city, institution, and company in this country, then they're just going to start destroying each other. And they're going to start destroying you.